Hello, maurieo! AutoCAD Basic 19.3 Angular, Radial and Angular Dimensions Architectural. Hello, welcome. Well, that was a bit of a mouthful, but I think we got around it. Radial and Angular Dimensions Architectural. It's almost a tongue twister. Anyway, let's get over to the old AutoCAD there and get some plans open and get cracking. Dimensional Plant 1 AM. So here we go. Open. Oops. No. Hit the wrong button. New. No. Again. Open. Drawing. Dimensional Plant. Plan 1. AM. Drawing. There she blows. Okay. Again, it's got those dimensions in there. Just not. Okay. Now, from your practice files, in the layer control, thaw the layer miscellaneous to display the entrance portico. Okay, home, miscellaneous, thaw that, and that shows the entrance portico, which I imagine is that green thing there. Okay, modify the viewport to display the entire entrance portico. Modify the viewport. Is that what they're saying? Modify the viewport. So that means going to paper space, selecting the viewport, and we'll bring it perhaps down there. So that displays the entire portico. Okay, with a bit of room around it. Okay. Not what was suggested. Okay, if the viewport is locked, which it is. Okay, I'll just do a Control Z to get us back to where we're at. So if the viewport is locked, I've unlocked it there. Unlock it and pan the view until it fits. Okay, so it needs to be in model space, and it's in 1 to 30, and when we unlock it, so we'll just pan it up here a bit, I suppose. I think that's what's been meant. Exit pan and lock. Okay. You can also change the size of the viewport if it was too... Dear, never mind. Alright, activate the viewport. Verify that the layer... So there's the viewport. Let's go into annotate, and dimensions is our layer. Is verify that the dimension layer is set to use current. Okay, anyway, I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, in the annotate tab, dimensions panel, click dimensions. Hover the cursor over one of the 6 circle columns. Yeah. And if the cursor does not display the diameter dimension while hovering, toggle off object snap in the status bar. Select the circle to accept the diameter dimension and click again to place it in its required location. Okay, so that's still in the dimension command. Hover the cursor over the arc of the portico. Yes. It displays the radial dimension. Okay, so what do we say? Click dimension. Yeah. Okay. And we're hovered over the thing. If the cursor does not display, toggle it right, and click again to place it. Select the circle to accept the diameter dimension, and click again to place it at the required. Still in the dimension card, hover over there and this right. Press the down arrow and select arc length as shown in right. Okay, so we're in dimension. I'm not quite getting this. We're hovering there. Select arc and then okay, so we've got one. It definitely says here, hover over one of the 6 circle columns. If the cursor does not display the diameter dimension while hovering, toggle off object snap in the status bar. Okay, select the circle to accept the diameter dimension and click again to place it at the required location. Oh, okay. So, oh, okay. So the, okay, all right. Still in the dimension zone. Hover over the cursor arc of the portico. It displays the radial dimension. Oh yeah, there it is there. Press the down arrow. Oh. Okay, hang on. There, press the down arrow and select. So that's the down arrow on the keyboard. I was trying to get the mouse over to the little arrow there. And select arc length. Oh yes. And as shown. And click again to place the dimension outside the arc. Right, still in the dimension. Oh yeah. Still in the dimension command, hover the cursor over the arc of the portico again. Push the down arrow and select radius. Okay, and select the arc, click again to place the radius dimension where you want it, like so. There you go. All right, yes. On the inside of the arc, toggle on object snap in the status bar. I think it's already on. Still in the dimension command, select the 2 endpoints of the angled line. Oh, the 2 endpoints of the angled line that joins the portico with the building wall. Yeah. And add aligned dimension still in the dimension command. I don't think we're gonna. I think we might have to do start the dimension code again. Select the two endpoints of the angled line that joins the portico arc. So that's there and there. Add aligned dimension. What? That doesn't seem to be making, too much. Okay. Keep. Okay, so we'll just drop that out of there. So we'll just go dimension here. We could have still been in. I don't think it matters if we restart. So we've got there to there. Okay, and we want them to be aligned like so. Okay, yes, still in the dimension line. Select one of the angled line again, select one of the angled line again, and hover the cursor over the wall that touches the selected angle line. No, that's not going to. I think what we've got to do there is go to dimension, and there like that, and then hover over the wall. Hover the cursor over the wall that touches the selected angle line to display the angled dimension. I might just turn off that nearest there. That might be causing some problems. So there. No, that's not going so good. So what do we got there? Still in dimension mode. Select one of the angled lines again. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so dimensions like that, and then it says hover. No, that doesn't work. That's not. It doesn't seem to be working. I'll give it one more go. All right, dimension. I will turn off this here. Turn this off. The nearest, that is turned off. So what have we got? Midpoint, intersection. I'll turn those two off. They might be causing some problems. Midpoint and endpoint. Okay. Right, so so it's dimensions there, and then we should hover over this wall. I'll turn this off altogether, or second line for angle. So I can go there and there. Okay, so right. No, this one here. I think I've, by Jove's, dimension. So we go from there, aha, and we put that in there like that. Alright, so that's got that in there. And add the other side. So I'm going to do the other side of the wall now. Hopefully I can do this all good. So I'm still in dimension. Oh, I can just go there like that. No, I can't. Alright, so let's go. Dimension. So I can come here. I want to go there to there and hook on to there to get it the same size. Then I can just go specify. I can either go there, I can go there like that, and then there like that. Oh, no, not happening. Yeah, I think you've got to get a fair bit of practice in with this one. Specify first extension line, origin, or so I can go there, there, and I should be able to hover. I'll turn this off altogether. Well, there's my angle, and I'm going to delete that one there. So I managed to get my angle after first doing a distance. So again, there's a little bit of fiddliness going on by just doing that dimension. There are other ways of doing the angle line. You can just go here with angular, click on this one here, and you can just go bang bang, and that'll give you your angle, which possibly I find a little quicker. So you've got in here angular, linear, and dimension, arc, length, radius, diameter. So they're all possible to do pretty quickly up in there individually. So this is just using the dimension automatically, which yeah, it takes a bit of practice and a little bit of fiddling around, but we got there in the end, I suppose. Yeah, so we can see that there. So that's got it all dimensioned up anyway. Yeah, you can see in there. Alright, so once again a few shenanigans with the dimensions, and you can see why it's important that you get everything sorted out first with regards to your dimensions, what you want them to look like, where you're going to put them, because there can be, it's you know, they're very sensitive commands, some of them, and yeah, it can be a bit problematical. As you get more and more experience, you get better and better, I suppose. Well, I hope. Anyway, I don't do a lot of this type of dimensioning, and I haven't used the dimension tool as such so much. I tend to use the individual ones that I showed you there towards the end. But nonetheless, we got there, and that's what it's about, learning and getting there, and getting there quicker next time, which I'm sure I will be able to do. So, going to leave you there. Cheers. See you.